So why would owning a 1933 gold double eagle get you in a heap of trouble with the U.S. government back in the day? Well, this story is right out of an old-time mystery suspense novel, and you won't want to miss it, so stay tuned. What do you say, YouTube? How the heck are you? Welcome to another edition of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack, episode number 86. And as always, I'd like to thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to check out the new video. And if you'd like to help support this channel, then why not click on that thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. You know all those actions help to promote the channel, and I humbly appreciate the support. So there is no question the 1933 $20 St. Gaudens gold double eagles were coins of mystery and intrigue. They were never officially released by the United States Mint, and government worked their tails off to keep them from getting out. But a few of them were smuggled from the mint, and they ended up circulating in the rare coin market. The government busted their tails to confiscate several of them, and to this day, only one is legal to own. The Langboard family, who are relatives of deceased Philadelphia coin dealer Israel Swit, he's the guy who came up with at least 19 of the missing coins. Well, that family found 10 more 1933 double eagles among his belongings, and they ended up losing them through a legal battle, but steadily argued that the government had unbridled power to take and keep a citizen's property. Yeah, I don't know about that. If you leave me a comment down below, be sure to comment on your thoughts of whether or not the family was screwed, or whether they're entitled to what was considered stolen property in the first place. With that being said, let's get into it. The U.S. $20 gold double eagle, a St. Gaudens design, has been issued from 1907 until 1932. Now, in 1933, 445,500 double eagles were minted with a 1933 date, but not a single one was released into circulation due to the changes made to currency laws during the Great Depression. In order to end the runs on the banks and stabilize the economy, President Franklin Roosevelt took America off the gold standard. So not only were no more gold coins going to be issued for circulation, but making it worse, people also had to turn in the ones they had. An executive order required all U.S. citizens to return their gold coins to the bank and exchange them for paper money. Although this was frowned upon by United States citizens, the penalties were steep, and most citizens surrendered their coins for the paper money regardless. And in 1933, it became illegal for private citizens to own gold coins unless they clearly had a collectible value, had to have a numismatic value to them. This law was enacted during desperate times to prevent the hoarding of gold currency, and since no more currency would be issued in gold by the U.S. Mint, they had melted down the entire run of 1933 gold double eagles and converted them to gold bullion bars by 1937. Citizens had until 1 May 1933 to surrender their gold. Now, before melting everything down, the Mint did give 2 of the 1933 specimens to the National Numismatic Collection at the Smithsonian Institute, and these were the only 2 legal specimens ever to become a part of a coin collection. But in 1944, a Secret Service investigation declared that at least 20 of the coins had actually gone missing. And they put out a statement basically saying if they were found in collectors' hands, they were going to be considered stolen property. At least 9 1933 double eagles were recovered by the Secret Service in the 40s and 50s, and they were subsequently destroyed. Famed collector Louis Eliasberg Sr. turned in his 1933 double eagle in 1952 that he had purchased in 1944, and for some ungodly reason hoped that the Mint would return it to help maintain the completeness of his U.S. gold coin collection. Well, not surprisingly, the Mint not only said no, but hell no, and they kept his freaking coin. So how did this happen? How did these coins get out of the Mint? Well, we may never know for sure how the 20 coins got out of the Mint, but there's a belief among numismatics that a Mint cashier by the name of George McCann exchanged about 20 1933s that were scheduled for destruction and replaced them with earlier dated double eagles. And in that way, the accounting books would balance and nobody would realize that anything was missing. And another bit of information that we know for sure is that a Philadelphia area jeweler by the name of Israel Swit came into possession of at least 19 of the coins. And although the Secret Service was aware of them circulating in the underground rare coin market, it was difficult for them to track them down and confiscate them. I mean, really, nobody's going to advertise that they have illegal gold. Ironically, the Swit store is still open to this day, so you can still visit while you're in Philadelphia. Now, Israel Swit sold at least 9 of the 1933 double eagles privately to collectors, and one of them found its way into the collection of King Farouk of Egypt. And when the Secret Service discovered that these coins had surfaced, well, they managed to confiscate all of them because they were considered to be stolen property of the U.S. Mint. But King Farouk had legally exported his coin before the theft was discovered, and the Secret Service wasn't able to do anything. They couldn't touch him through diplomatic channels. And unfortunately for King Farouk, he was deposed in 1952, and his 1933 double eagle briefly appeared on the market, but when it became clear that U.S. authorities still wanted to confiscate it, lo and behold, it vanished again. And more than 40 years later, British coin dealer Stephen Fenton showed up with it in New York, and the Secret Service finally got it. They finally seized it during a sting operation during which they were reportedly negotiating to purchase the coin. Now, as a result, Fenton fought a several years-long battle in U.S. courts over ownership of the coin, during which time it was stored in the Treasury vaults at the World Trade Center. Now, get this. Just 2 months before the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, the lawsuit was settled, and the double eagle was moved to Fort Knox. Talk about timing. Fenton and the U.S. Mint had come to a compromise. Basically, the coin would be sold at auction with the proceeds split between Fenton and the Mint. So off to auction with the 1933 Farouk Double Eagle. It ended up selling on July 30th, 2002 for $6.6 million, plus the 15% buyer's fee, which brought the total cost to the buyer right at $7,590,000, plus $20 to monetize the coin and compensate the Mint for the $20 it believes it lost when the coin was thought to have been stolen. Leave it to the Mint. Leave it to the Mint. Now, at the time, this was a world record for purchasing a single coin, and as I would, the buyer chose to remain anonymous. But wait, there's more. In September of 2004, Joan Langford, who was one of Israel Swit's heirs, discovered 10 more specimens of the 1933 double eagle among its effects. Now, unaware of the legal status of the coins and being a little too trusting of the government, she sent all 10 specimens to the U.S. Mint to have them authenticated. You can see where this is going. The Secret Service immediately declared the coins genuine and seized them. And guess what? Lo and behold, the Mint did not return the coins, claiming them as stolen property. And this would begin a decades-long protracted legal fight between the government and the Langfords. And in December 2006, the family brought suit in the United States District Court for the Eastern District of Pennsylvania against the Mint. The Department of the Treasury and various federal officials requesting that the government either initiate a forfeiture proceeding or return the damn coins. Now, that district court ruled in favor of the Langfords, finding that the Mint seized the coins unlawfully and that the family's constitutional due process of rights were violated. Go figure. The case went to trial in July of 2011, but the jury ruled in favor of the government this time. And on the 29th of August 2012, well, the district court confirmed that the coins were not lawfully removed from the Mint and remained property of the government, regardless of how the coins came into the family's possession. And of course, the Langfords appealed the ruling several times, all the way up to the United States Supreme Court. And in April 2017, the Supreme Court declined to even hear the case anymore, which effectively ended the legal battle and left the 10 double eagles in the custody of the government. Now, is it over? Probably not. I mean, the family sees what just one coin sold for at an auction, so you can imagine they have visions of dollar signs dancing in their heads what they think of what 10 would go for, even though it might be a little bit less per coin, considering the rarity was just increased tenfold. And just when you think they're all accounted for, well, an 11th gold coin was surrendered. On May 10, 2018, the U.S. Mint Senior Legal Counsel, Greg Weinman, acknowledged that an anonymous collector had surrendered the coin, so it joined the other 10 specimens under the care and protection of Fort Knox. So is the Farouk coin still the most valuable? Well, it is for now, but it'll be interesting if the 10 Langford coins ever come to market. Personally, I don't see that happening, so I think its status is pretty safe. Besides, the fruit coin went up for auction again in 2021 in New York, and it sold for a whopping $18.9 million for one coin. So this is the second time it's broken the auction record for a coin, destroying the 2002 auction when it went for $7.6 million. What a friggin' mess. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for this 86th edition of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. And if you made it all the way through to this point, kudos to you. I'll catch up with you in the next episode. But in the meantime, what you going to do? Damn right, get stacked. Stay safe. Be well, everyone. I am out of here. Peace.